Whoa, what's up? Today's video is on Joe Crime Bill Biden in the New York Times, who apparently feel like Joe Biden did the right thing. As you can see from the title, it says, Joe Biden, be proud of your crime bill. The Democratic frontrunner helped make the country a lot safer. Let's read. This article was written by Brett Stevens, some lame-ass New York Times columnist, you dig? Joe Biden has been attacked by politicians on the left, and now thanks to Donald Trump on the right for his role in shepherding the 1994 crime bill through Congress. One of these attacks is simply cynical, and the other is dangerous. Let's see what the fuck he talking about. One cynical and the other one dangerous. For those whose memories of early 1990s America are either foggy or non-existent, it's worth recalling what life in much of urban America was like back then. A sample: the death yesterday of a 41-year-old armed security guard from Long Island was not an uncommon occurrence in East New York. The Times reported on December 20, 1993. Indeed, it followed 13 other killings in the 75th precinct in the last 9 fucking days. Now let's Block Talk break this shit down. Joe Biden has been attacked by politicians and now on the right for his role in shepherding the 1994 crime bill. That's a motherfucking lie right there. And first of all, he ain't shepherd a motherfucking thing. His lame ass wrote the crime bill. Ain't no damn shepherding it. He ain't just guide some bill around. He wrote that motherfucker, you dig? And what you mean attacked by the left and right? First of all, the left, goddammit, they said, oh, he's the clear front runner. Oh, who he gonna pick? He might pick Kamala for vice president and shit like that. I don't remember the left just attacking him about this 1994 crime bill before the internet, before we started fucking saying it. Goddamn it, what you mean? They said one of these attacks is cynical and one of them dangerous. So basically, both of them stupid. It's a lose-lose. Let's keep going. For those who memories, blah blah blah. This is where I want y'all to point out. He said, recalling what life in much of urban America was like back then. Urban, y'all know what that mean. Black. Bitch, say black. See, that's y'all problem now. That's why we don't vote for you stupid idiots now. Nobody don't want just say black or black issues. You feel what I'm saying? But they expect you to just freely give their lame ass a vote though, huh? Don't they? Urban areas. What life was like in urban areas. And then what he gonna do? Y'all used to this? Tug on the harp strings and all of that. You know what I'm saying? Talking about, here's a sample. The death of a 41-year-old security guard. Man, let's keep reading this bullshit. What was uncommon about the killing, the report continued, was that it broke a 20-year record for homicides in a single precinct. Although the footnote, Maurice Matola, the victim, was by unofficial count the 124th person killed this year in the 75th precinct last night. A shooting on Georgia Avenue made Anthony Boudreaux or some bullshit the 125th person killed. Okay, motherfucker? Fast forward more than 2 decades, another story. We fast forwarding in decades now, huh? In the Times, about the same neighborhood. Once the killing fields, East New York has no murders in 2018, ran an April 2018 headline noting that the neighborhood had experienced a 129-day stretch without homicides. Citywide New York ended last year with just under 300 murders, down 85% from 1,960. It suffered in 1993. It's down from the ones that it suffered in 1993. Now let's Block Talk break the bullshit down. What y'all motherfuckers not talking about is that community or whatever, you dig, and what they call it, the killing fields in East New York. Most likely you motherfuckers gentrified it. You probably kicked all the old residents the fuck out and put your own little hippies in. Did you say that? Did you say that? How more homeless people there is in fucking New York? Did you account for that bullshit while you're accounting for bullshit? Talking about it was once the killing field, so they saying, oh, Joe Biden did the right thing. Y'all see where the fuck this headed, right? He gonna give us 2 random examples and point them out as in that's the whole nation, a fucking New York neighborhood. Or if it wasn't for Joe Biden giving niggas long fucking sentences, you dig, then it'll still be the killing fields in East New York. Let's continue reading. Put those numbers in a different perspective. If the murder rate in New York had persisted at its 1993 level over the next 25 years, 49,000 people would have been killed. Instead, some 15,000 was killed. Oh, wow. That's 35,000 New Yorkers spared. Whatever. Nationwide, the equivalent figure exceeds 150,000. Those were teenagers who did come home last night. The mom or dad or sibling who wasn't missed at dinner. It's one of the most impressive social achievements of the past 30 years. Wow. Fucking wow. What did the 1994 crime bill have to do with it? There's a topic for a long debate. The bill coincided with an economic boom, the cresting crack cocaine wave, and according to one notorious theory, that unintended benefit of legalized abortion, eliminating thousands of would-be criminals before they had a chance to be born. Let's Block Talk break that shit down. Now look what they doing. That's pure fucking speculation in the beginning, talking about if the levels had persisted from 1993 over the next 25 years, the numbers would have been this. Man, get the fuck out of here. You don't know what the fuck would have happened in life. What if people would have said, know what, we rejecting fucking crack. We not gonna allow them to put this in our neighborhood. We ain't gonna sell it no more. You fucking projecting shit. Don't give us speculation, motherfucker. Then we get to more of what the meat is, you know. It was basically, oh, let me not pass this up. It's one of the most impressive social achievements, y'all. Y'all know what this fucking bill did to people? Let's say somebody went and caught a fucking little small weed charge. Instead of probation, Joe Biden wanted him to do his maximum fucking sentence. That's a fucking child being involved in that, possibly. Fucking his father not at home, or mother, goddammit. They not at home because of a small marijuana charge. Or if you got caught with that piece of crack that they stole from Vietnam some fucking where, you're getting a 10-year flat sentence and shit. And then the child see that he born without a fucking father. Then he gotta grow up seeing his mother struggling and getting fucking welfare assistance. But oh, that's the fake motherfucker. Hold up, let's keep going. And look what he gonna say. What did the 1994 crime bill have to do with that boost? He said that big boom. He said an economic boom happened. That's because y'all gave states incentives, you fake motherfucker. Y'all gave them money to lock people up and build prisons. And that ain't only the thing. That ain't the only thing they did with it. You know, they pocket most of it. It went back to their families and it did y'all little trick, y'all favorite word, trickle down to everybody else, goddammit. Economic boom. Then look what he said. The cresting of the crack cocaine wave. Basically, he naming that as a plus. Let me read it through. What did the 1994 crime bill have to do with the most impressive social achievement of the past 30 years? He said, there's a topic for a long debate. It coincided with an economic boom, the cresting of the crack cocaine wave. And according to one theory, people getting fucking murdered before they born to be criminals. Like they just assumed that we was gonna be fucking criminals, and you know they talking about us. I don't wanna hear that urban bullshit, you dig? You're talking about black people, and legalizing abortion would mean you'll kill a nigga before he commit a motherfucking crime, huh? The land of the free, my ass. Everybody get a second chance, my ass. Man ain't even born yet and they trying to fucking kill us, bruh. But it's just me, racist, bigoted Block Talk News. Let's continue. But economic growth has no obvious correlation with crime. Homicide rates fell during both the Great Depression and Great Recession. Property crimes have continued to fall despite the current opiate epidemic. And the abortion theory runs afoul the questionable hypothesis that unwanted pregnancies, if brought to term, are likelier to fucking produce criminally disposed kids. What really changed after 1994 was that we hired more cops, incarcerated more offenders, and most importantly, policed our streets a lot better. That year's crime bill was the only reason those changes took place, or perhaps even the main one. What it did do, however, was move the country with fractious but bipartisan support in the right direction of more police and tougher enforcement and powerful refusal to continue defining criminal deviancy down in the face of those who said we just had to take it. It was an act. Now let's Block Talk break that shit down, you dig? But the economic growth has no correlation with the bullshit. Then why did you bring it up? Then he gonna say property crimes have continued to fall despite the current opioid fucking epidemic. So you know what he doing? Trying to compare black criminals to white criminals, saying crackheads was more fucking crazier than these opioid people, which is these white women getting these prescriptions and they kids taking that shit out their medicine cabinet and they go holler at the doctor they goddamn self. Oh, they not the vicious crackheads of the 80s. That's what the fuck he trying to say. Y'all gotta read through they little bullshit, but don't worry, I'ma help you read through it. Then he gonna say the abortion theory is gonna run afoul, you know you dig, that unwanted pregnancies do just produce motherfucking kids who commit crimes. You know, if it's fucking afoul, goddammit, then why did your bitch ass bring it up? That makes no fucking sense. Or is it just me? If it don't make no sense that your bitch ass laid up there and said that the legalization of abortion helped bring crime down and that it was a part of the fucking boost, then why did your bitch ass bring it up, bruh? What really changed after 1994 is they hire more cops. No, bitch. Incarcerated more offenders. Yeah, you did. And locked people up fucking at excessively, goddammit, just so you could get that money. That's how you hire more cops, because you was getting money from locking more fucking people up, goddammit. Y'all police the streets better, huh? You sure did. So much for it being communities for the people and by the goddamn people. They police they fucking streets. It ain't your streets. They police they streets. You did? Talking about we let them know that we ain't just gonna take this shit, goddammit. You see? See? They love that crime bill, so remember this shit. Keep that same motherfucking energy. Remember that New York Times and Joe Biden. Y'all need to keep that same energy. But we ain't finished yet. Let's keep reading. The result is a vastly safer country that Biden played a major role in. It is something for him to trumpet, not to apologize for. Let's just break this one down as we go. Look, he said he shouldn't be apologizing for locking niggas up extensively, taking fathers and mothers away from their fucking kids. And not only that, think about juvenile offenders, y'all. Taking kids away from their fucking families. They going inside of a juvenile hall home where they gonna fucking lack the educational fucking skills that they need and everything, goddammit. And don't talk about that CPS in them probably yanking your fucking kids out of the home. Oh, the father was selling drugs. Oh, you had it around a kid. Then they taking a kid out the home. Now the mother probably run the fucking crack. They done took her husband for selling the shit, trying to make a way because he can't find a fucking job. Then they took the fucking kid from being around him selling drugs, trying to provide a way for the kid to eat. Now the fucking mama on crack, and the cycle fucking continues. But look at him. He shouldn't be apologizing for that. Let's keep going. Side effects. There have been a few. There may be a case that long prison terms cripple the lives of prospects of the offenders, with disproportionate consequences for racial minorities. Bitch, shut up, racial minorities. That mean black. But locking up violent offenders, most likely they gonna finish it with. But let's get this little bitty fucking piece right here. Let's zoom in on a little bit. Look how he get this. Little small side effects. There have been a few, just a few, y'all. Your kids being yanked out the home. That's considered just a few to him. Look, there may have been long prison terms. There may have been. It was put in the goddamn bill that you ain't getting no motherfucking money unless you lock them niggas up to the fullest extent of the law. Ain't no goddamn. There may have been a case that the long terms cripple people prospects, meaning a fucking teenager who was 16 or 17 selling that shit, he probably could have got off the streets and been reformed and went to college or went to school, but y'all fucking crippled this prospects. Look at the little words they be won't use. Talking about with disproportionate consequences for racial minorities. Bitch, we ain't racial minorities. That's y'all motherfucking problem. We black, goddammit. Stop acting like you're talking about Mexicans. They vote for Trump. Hispanics were for Trump. They for him. So talk about us. It's us. We the ones you're begging for the vote for, goddammit. You begging for our vote. I swear to God. Let's go. Let's keep reading, y'all. Prepare for the word games, y'all. Look how they go on to say, but locking up violent offenders whose victims are also disproportionately racial minorities creates a far greater margin of safety for those who don't disobey the law. Now let's stop and Block Talk break that little piece down. They basically said niggas killing niggas create a even further gap between them and us, you dig? Because us getting them to kill each other plus us locking them up longer, you dig? Gonna really keep them further away from us. Y'all get that? Y'all see? If not, I'm gonna read it one more time. But locking up violent offenders whose victims are also disproportionately racial minorities, which means black, creates a far greater gap between them and people who disobey the law, which means them. Stop bullshitting. Let's keep reading. There are also plenty of stories of aggressive, abusive, and sometimes trigger-happy policing. But there's also mounting evidence that under-policing hits minority communities even harder. Just look at Baltimore, a city discouraged the cops, terrified residents, and record-high homicide rate. As for political criticism, Biden could shrug that shit off with Trump tweeting, African Americans will not be able to vote for you, since it only reminds voters that Trump sees him as his most formidable rival. Or they trying to be tricky, y'all. Besides, it was support for the Congressional Black Caucus that helped get that bill passed in the first place. Let's stop before we break that shit down, right? Clear my throat. Now let's Block Talk break down the rest of that shit, y'all. They said there's also plenty of stories. Like, oh, it's stories. That mean that they up for debate. You know, the stories of abusive, trigger-happy ass cops who pulling us over at a high fucking rate just for walking down the goddamn stop and frisk type shit, you did. You walking down the street, they pulling you over, just yelling and throwing you on the car. This shit done happened to me. Burning all your fucking face up on they hot ass engine. That's just stories, y'all. Left to be debated. Look, but then he said, but there's also mounting evidence that under policing. Look, we don't give a fuck about under policing, bitch. We talking about over policing or policing at the right fucking amount. You ever heard about just policing? Motherfucker talking about, but there's evidence that under policing, well, damn idiot, under policing anything would cause for chaos, huh? They gonna say, oh, just look at Baltimore. They discourage the cops. Get your stupid ass out of here. But this the part I wanted to hit, y'all, with the trickery they try to pull off, y'all. Gonna hit us with this one. As for the political criticism, Biden could shrug off Donald Trump tweet. Look, because they gonna name Donald Trump because they think black people, we just so hate Trump that whenever you say Trump name, we just gonna be like, oh, Trump just saying that because it's Biden. Look, Trump tweeted, African Americans will not be able to vote for you. And he right. Let me repeat that. African Americans will not be able to vote for you, Trump said. And look what they gonna say. Since it only reminds the voters that Trump see him as a formidable rival. And besides, y'all, the Black Caucus lame ass helped us get the bill passed. Threw they lame ass right under the bus after they done they trick shit. Basically said, man, look, black people gonna vote for us cause nigga, Trump is the alternative, basically. We don't give a fuck, nigga. They gonna vote for him, you dig, because Trump is the alternative. And besides, man, the stupid ass Black Congressional Caucus, them niggas was down with it. They was the ones let us sign that shit. They made sure we get that shit passed. Them niggas fake too. Hold on, don't just be saying it was the Democrats. See how the Democrats' logic is? They like, shit, we had permission from y'all Black Caucus leaders, goddammit. Threw them under the bus quick. Ain't that the traditional throw under the bus? Look, it said besides, man, it was support from the Congressional Black Caucus that helped the bill get passed. So not only did they let it get passed, goddammit, they helped it. Let's go to the ending of this motherfucker and we out, y'all. But the former vice president would be smart to take the bars from the left, especially from Bill de Blasio. The progressive mayor could never have been elected in his current office, much less aspire to even have one. Have 25 years of Biden putting his fucking foot on people's neck, locking people up, you dig, and having these dumbass uniforms guard people while they was asleep. As Kipling wrote, is the pastime of the people who lack either the wit to recognize the source of their good fortune or decency to be grateful for it. Wow. Or in de Blasio case, both. So basically, he's saying, nigga, you better shut the fuck up, because if Joe Biden ain't put his foot on these niggas' throat, lock these kids' fathers up, lock these kids' mothers up, lock these kids up, you dig, put this crack on the street, your lame ass wouldn't even be in office, goddammit. You need to learn how to be grateful. That's what they telling him. You see the gangster shit they pull off? But see, I turn people off by the way I talk. But that's because these people know how to use they fucking words and talk what they don't call gangster, because they got the right to name how they speak, goddammit. But how I speak is ghetto. Stay your fake weak ass from around here then. Let's finish it all. Meanwhile, violent crimes in East New York seem to be rising again. Biden need to come pay it a visit. He can say we saved communities like this once before by being tough, locking people the fuck up, and once again taking mothers, fathers, and children from their family and putting crack on the street. He should add, on his watch, he'll never risk losing them again. Put Joe Biden fake ass face up so we can wrap it up. Look, you see how fucking happy he is? Look, yeah, I'm tough on them niggas. Look at his partner. Yeah, we locking them niggas up. We gonna get this money, that incentive money. Fucking right. New York, you gonna lock them niggas up? Lock them up, goddammit. New Orleans, you locking them up? LA, Detroit, Chicago, Miami, lock these niggas up. All across the motherfucking nation, because I'm Crime Bill Biden. And don't shit get past me. And according to the dumbass columnist, the New York Times, who he probably paid to write this fucking article, fuck you, I won't tell you that. Stevens, whatever the fuck your name is, talking about some goddamn, he need to stand on that. Tell him, look here, we done this shit before, we put our neck on these niggas before, and we'll do it again, goddamn it. So y'all remember that. A vote for Biden is a vote for 94 Crime Bill Part 2, goddamn it, where it'll be even tougher. Once again, y'all holler at me.